Need to be very cautious here. Oh my gosh, no way. There's another bastion. Is this a... This is... There's a Nether fortress? Greetings everyone and welcome back to our Adventurous Minecraft Adventures. Last time we were here, we did some more fighting mobs in the trial chambers here, but as you can see, I guess, yeah, our armor here, wow. Durability is not looking very good, and we have lots of stuff here that we need to take back, so we are going to be heading back home in today's episode with hopefully as many, or as much of this loot as we can fit in our inventory, and we're going to be sort of dumping it in a chest to be organized later, and then finding, you know, something else to do for the rest of the episode. I'm sure you'll be able to see, hopefully, from the, like, title and thumbnail, but I'm not entirely sure what we're doing yet. First of all, do we have any wood that we can use to make a crafting table to, like, condense materials a bit? Not that I can see. We do have bundles here. We need to remember that, you know, we have more bundles than just this. We have all of these bundles. Trial Explorer map we definitely want. Let's get out one bundle and start putting stuff into here. And you probably don't need to see me get stuff, so I'll be right back once I have packed up stuff in a hopefully optimal way. Okay, so I have hopefully the items that are the most valuable. Generally, I mean, I got a lot of stuff like, you know, bones and arrows, which aren't super useful, but then again, like, we are running low on arrows at home, I feel like, and we have tons more here, and this is not, like, the trial chambers here are not far away from our house, so it's not going to be difficult if we need to, like, you know, come back for something, even if we don't want to come back for a full, like, you know, run of fighting in the trial chambers. If we just want to come back and get stuff, it's still not going to be that difficult. It's not going to be like a wasted trip. It's not like, you know, for the trip to be worth it, we have to actually fight and get loot. It's like, it's like, you know, less than 10 minutes to get here and get back. I mean, you'll see. If you haven't seen the previous episodes where we fought a bunch of enemies in the trial chambers, you definitely should. Those episodes, compared to a lot of our other Minecraft episodes, those have been very popular. We are going to be heading back, though, simply because, well, stuff deteriorating, you know, or not deteriorating. Like, we're running low on durability for a lot of things, and also we've done a lot of episodes in the trial chamber. Our goal was to get the heavy core. We did not succeed in that endeavor, but at least we got lots of other cool stuff. Is that rising? It is rising, which means monsters are still probably around from the night, so we've got to be careful. Luckily, we're pretty well equipped to handle pretty much anything, likely. But anyway, let's stop messing with the shield. There's lots of sugarcane there, which we could get for something. It's been a while since I last played, because I was recording ahead for the last couple of episodes, so it's been, like, many weeks. So I don't fully remember what all we were working on. Besides, you know, we have to get all of the, thingies. Achievements, you know? Maybe it's time we try to get this one, to travel 7 kilometers in the overworld. So, use the Nether to travel... Wait, did that say 7? Specifically 7, not 8, it was 7? 7 kilometers. So, if you don't know, first of all, every block in Minecraft is a meter, so 7 kilometers is 7,000 blocks. But also, in the Nether, 1 block is equal to 8 blocks in the overworld. So, 1 kilometer, or 7 kilometers in the overworld is like... Oh, what would that be? Oh, stuff is still baking. We've got more baked potatoes here. Nice. Where is our, like... I feel like we have a chest where we just, like, stash things. Well, I feel like it used to be here, but now it's occupied with other things. I'm not sure where we want to stick stuff. Hey, our chests are more organized than I remember, though, because... I feel like it was very recently that we made these changes, and so I'm not used to them. And then I forgot because I went a while without playing. We have a single chest here. We gotta remember to get this copper helmet, or we're gonna wonder why it's in there later. Let's put our stash chest there, and I'll hopefully remember to organize that in between episodes. But we're gonna need to, you know, make it a double chest. Because we don't want to put the bundle... Well, actually, no, we probably should put the bundles in there. Just to, you know, make things easier. Except for this one. We can just do those. And that way have more room for things. I guess... I mean, well, enchanted books are easy to put away. A lot of this should be easy, so we probably could go ahead and do a little bit of it now. Even the potions. Well, actually, no, we're going to need to probably like a new potion chest at this point with this many potions. We'll go ahead and put those away, but then, like, monster parts go here. Oh, well, even this is going to be a problem. Even this, we're going to have to probably make a new chest for. Like, maybe next time, like in between this episode and next, maybe I need to do a full chest reorganization, like, you know, to sort of rethink how we're doing storage. Because as you can see right now, this chest is 100% completely full, which is going to be a problem because we have lots more to put in there. So we're just going to ignore it for now, and I'll take care of it in between episodes, because you guys probably don't want to see that. I did do a video once, like, months and months ago, of, you know, like, it was, like, relaxing chest organization. I, like, you know, I recorded myself, editing, or not editing, like, organizing the chests, for this series in between episodes, and then, I, like, put Minecraft music to it and stuff. And I can't remember, but I don't think the video did that well. But, probably don't need to do that again. Flow, banner, pattern, guster. Okay, so we've got 2 banner patterns here now. I don't remember if those can be duplicated, or are they even consumed when you use them? I don't remember if they're consumable items, or if they're, like, reusable. Oh, yeah, this is where we put... Yeah, I told you, I mean, all the arrows we had, we took with us. Not realizing that there were so many in the trial chambers, like a ridiculous amount. Even this could probably be reorganized. Don't know why we don't like combine all of these bows. Can't we repair a bow with string? I'd actually like to test that. I mean, we're not actually gonna do it, but like, no. Is it sticks? I feel like there's something that we can use to repair it. Don't remember what it is. No. Okay. I don't know, but if we do need to repair our bow, I mean, at this point, it's not that hard to, like, just make another bow, so we don't need to keep all of these ones, because I was keeping them at low durability, so it's like, okay, if we need to repair our bow, then, you know, we don't need to use a full durability bow, but we have so much stuff that we don't need to worry about that anymore. Chest space is going to be more valuable than a little bit of extra durability on a bow that gets wasted. Where do we put our torches? Is it in here? Yeah, I believe it's in here. And there are also a lot of torches in there to take back, I think. Yeah, but, like, we're gonna need to make, like, another potion chest, I think. At this point, this room is getting full of chests. We can't even see out the window. This is why we built so many rooms for a house. Like, we could just put some chests in here, or in one of the other rooms we have, and free up this one for chests so that we use more often. Like, we do this, we could put some chests, like, along this wall, or even in here. But we'll have to figure that out in between episodes. But yeah, 2 more shields left to put away, and then we can do some other stuff. Where we put shields? Probably in here. Oh, and we also don't need this one. And we also don't need these poison arrows. Good thing we did bring some back, though, because we didn't have any with us. And we did bring an extra water bucket that I'm actually going to go empty into the water. Well, actually, let's do that when we go do other things. Which I guess is going to be right now, because we've done all of the other things now that we were going to do. We've got some more potatoes there. Let's actually start another stack of potatoes cooking. Just because that'll be useful to have. Very useful. So there we go. Nice. So now let's go ahead and empty this into the water. Over here, we'll harvest our sugarcane. We'll come back and tend to our farms. And then probably still have some time left over, because I've been recording for 16 minutes, but a lot of that was off camera doing stuff for the Minecraft videos. I try to aim for as close to half an hour as possible. Other series, I guess it varies depending on the series. Like, Mario Odyssey is generally 15 now. Donkey Kong is just however long it takes, but generally around half an hour usually. Yoshi in the Mysterious Book, again, is just however long it takes. Breath of the Wild recently has been, like, you know, half an hour long videos, but they're probably going to get longer now that we have finished the DLC that we were working on, and we are now on to just 100% completion. That should, like, the episodes are going to start getting longer, I think. But anyway, what else is there since we've last been here? There was recently a YouTube monetization update that is relevant. If you don't know, the current and the old requirements for being monetized, there were 2 tiers. I mean, originally there was just one tier, and then they added a lower tier, and now they're changing the upper tier, so it's quite complicated. But basically, there was originally a tier where you had to get like 10,000, no, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the last year. For the main tier, and then there's also like a shorts requirement. I don't do as much with shorts, so I don't fully remember what it was. I think it was like 10 million shorts views in the past like 90 days or something like a crazy amount of shorts views. But there was that, and then they added a lower tier with like only 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours in the past year, which unlocks like not ads but things like, you know, fan funding basically. What else are we doing? Here we go. Let's go harvest our farm. But I have now actually reached, I mean, not now, it's been a while, but we actually already reached the lower tier and you know, reached the lower tier monetization, so some of those features are already active on the channel. To reach the upper tier, well, I mean, I already said that, but they changed the upper tier, so now, starting February 1st of next year, you'll need 8,000 watch hours in the past year. Oh, I forgot about that. I was like, I just was startled by the giant chicken. But currently on the channel, we have not even had 8,000 watch hours, like, ever. Let alone in the past year, because since the channel has been around for over a year now, you know, 8,000 watch hours total does not necessarily mean 8,000 in the past year. So basically we have until February 1st to become monetized or like to reach like the higher tier. Otherwise we will need a lot more watch hours. But that was just a thing that, like, if we can reach 1,000 subscribers by February 1st, that would be very nice. If not, it's not like the end of the world. It just means it'll take longer for us to get monetized. But anyway, what are we gonna do about our cows? Because we have a lot of them. We have a lot of chickens, and we have maybe too many sheep as well. Like, we need to be maybe not, like, breeding as many of the animals and taking care of more of them. I'm sorry, cows. This is just how it has to be. There are too many of you, and it's becoming a problem. If we could do critical hits like this, it'll only take one hit each, which will, you know, save some trouble. Okay, let's just get a couple more, and that should probably be plenty. Now we're down to a much more manageable amount. We just picked up a bunch of eggs just by walking near the chickens. Like, imagine if that was how it worked in real life. Like, you just walk next to a chicken, and then you just have an egg with you. Or, like, there's a chicken pen, and you just, like, you look at it funny, and then your inventory is just full of sacks of eggs. Or stacks of eggs. It'd be so weird. It is becoming dark. There's a problem. Well, I mean, it's not really that much of a problem. We could just sleep. Oh no. Okay, the leather does not fit in here. We'll just... No, I'm not talking to you, Google. Leave me alone. We'll put away what we can into the chest that we have, and then anything extra, I'll just put into the, like, miscellaneous chest that we just set up, and I'll take care of it next episode. Or in between episodes, I mean. That way we don't have to worry about it now, because we're definitely going to need to do some large, like, chest overhauling. Luckily, we don't have to worry about the meat, because we have a separate chest just for meat now. That's how much food we have. But this one here is becoming quite full. Go ahead and get that, and now we have extra baked potatoes, which means we need to find a place to put them. Great. I guess we'll put beetroots down there. This is becoming such a mess. I guess we could put some more eggs in there just so that we can have, like, up to a full stack in case we need them for something, like randomly making a cake. Isn't there an advancement for making a cake? Thought so. Oh yeah, we need to eat everything. At some point, it's like we're just going to need to pull up a list of everything that can be eaten. But for now, we need to increase our pace of doing things a little bit. Right, we need to put leather in there. These 55 seeds will be useful for... Where did you come from? I think you're just a random wild chicken, not one of ours. But we'll go ahead and breed the chickens. Actually, you know, we probably don't even need to do that. To keep it a more manageable amount, let's just throw some eggs. Because right there, that's going to increase our amount by several. Okay, so we can go ahead and do this. We just spawn 2 there. And another one there. And another one. And another one. And then let's go ahead and pick up all the eggs that have been dropped since we last did this. Almost like another full stack of eggs. I guess half a full stack of eggs, because the stack of eggs is 16, not 64. Why is that the case? I really don't know. No, 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 no. Come back. We're going to come back in here. Okay, they're laying even more eggs. We're just going to leave them in there. We do not need to worry about getting even more eggs. What we do need is get shears, because we forgot to do that. These shears are probably going to break. But that'll be okay. We can get more next time. We need to shear sheep. But for now, in here quickly. There we go. Okay, and then shear as many as we can with this pair of shears, and then we should be good. Okay. Are we going to be able to get all of them? No, we're not. They're about to break. And there they go. Okay. And it's raining. Great. Is it a thunderstorm? Honestly, I hope so that we can skip it by sleeping and not have to worry about monsters. Because the rain would be sort of nice if it weren't for the fact that it caused monsters to spawn. Because, you know, that can be a problem. But, oh yeah, wait, like we're gonna need to be extra cautious now as we compost our seeds. Luckily, I don't see anyone attacking us. But it also will become now very hard to tell when nighttime is coming. So, monsters might start spawning because it becomes nighttime and we won't even notice. So, it can just be all around a problem. But I'm sure we'll be okay. I mean, we have a full set of diamond armor, so we should be okay. Oh, yep, okay. This wool is also going to need to go in here. I think we're going to need to separate, because this is sort of just our, like, mob materials chest here. We might need to separate it more into, like, you know, I mean, we might want a dedicated wool chest, a dedicated chest for, like, just monster drops, and then, like, you know, animal products, like, I guess, leather and feathers. And then, like, just separate it a lot more. That way the chests are a lot more empty and a lot more organized, and so that way, since they're more empty, it'll be a lot longer before they'll fill up and we'll have to reorganize again. So, for now, let's see, when it comes to the Nether achievement, what is 7,000 divided by 8? That would be, 875? Yeah, I think so. So 875 blocks is how far we would have to have 2 portals apart in the Nether. I wonder how it calculates the distance. Like, they're obviously probably not going to be in a straight line from each other. So is it going to do, like, Pythagorean distance? Because if so, that would be, I mean, the most accurate method, obviously, but what do we need for that? I mean, probably should start getting geared up if we're going to head into the Nether. I'm not entirely sure what our plan's going to be. Like, would it be easier to just go through the overworld and do it that way? Or would it be easier to... Oh, Unbreaking 1 Golden Helmet will actually be very nice. But would it be easier to go through just over the overworld and accept it's going to take a really long time? Or do we brave the Nether for a shorter amount of time? I honestly don't know. But I know that we will need materials for making Nether portals, obviously. So, and also probably a boat, just in case we're doing stuff in the overworld. And I think we should be okay with that. Let's see if we can figure out our coordinates currently at this portal here are... I got a screenshot there. What's going to be very relevant here is our... Oh, well, I didn't mean to close that. Z coordinate. Because way over there is the other portal that we have. So our Z coordinate here is like 1400. The one over there is going to be much closer to 0. But again, it's going to have to be 7 kilometers. So, like, we're not even close with this. Okay, I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't think there's anything else we're going to need. Besides our golden helmet. And, you know, our bravery. Hopefully we have that with us all the time, but... Okay, and we have this. So does that mean we'll respawn here in the Nether? I'm not entirely sure that works. And honestly, I really don't want to find out. You have a golden spear, buddy. That is scary. Okay, so before we start getting attacked by ghasts and other unpleasantries, this is where we died, right here, because we didn't make this jump. And it took us so long to recover from that death. Let's not make the same mistake twice. Oh yeah, there's a bastion for us to explore. I forgot about that. That needs to happen at some point, but I don't know if I'll ever be ready for that. Because that's just like an extremely scary prospect. We forgot to bring torches. We probably should have brought torches. But yeah, we've got this. Is that going to be a piglin brute there? I hope not. I hope he's just a friendly piglin that won't attack us. Because we're wearing gold. Speaking of gold, I see some gold in there. Okay, I guess maybe he's friendly? But if we keep going this way... Okay, maybe those guys down there aren't friendly. I don't know. But let's keep running and see where this takes us. If we, like... Why didn't we bring any blocks? We definitely should have brought blocks. 100%. That is something... that's a major oversight on our part. Well, on my part, I guess. You guys didn't exactly forget. Or you might have, but, like, that wouldn't include... It is my fault. Because you, as the viewer, could not have caused me to forget that. Because that would be sort of weird if you could. But... you need to be very cautious here. Oh my gosh, no way. There's another bastion. Is this a... This is... There's a nether fortress? We spent so long looking for this, and we finally found one, like thousands of blocks away. And there's just one right here around the corner? What? I mean, at least we don't need to go super far for blaze rods anymore, but holy cow. How did we not find this? It's right here. Like, I wasn't even looking for something. I was just looking to travel in a direction. We found another bastion right here and another fortress. That's crazy. Like, that is ridiculously insane. And it's just right here. Oh, okay, and we've got some unpleasantries there. So if we... Oh, geez. Okay. That's a thing. Let's put a portal here and see where this takes us. And keep in mind that this will lead us very close to the, thing. Nether fortress. Okay. And we'll see if where this takes us. Probably going to be nighttime. But maybe a new area? Let's see. Whoa. Okay, actually, wait. A jungle's a really bad place to be in the rain at night. I don't even know it's night. But it's still very dangerous. We're going to very quickly need to find a vantage point. I don't know where this jungle is. Also, another thing that we'd been looking for, like, is this just how Minecraft works? Like, you're looking for something specific, so it's going to hide it from you at all costs. But the moment you've already found it and you don't need to be looking for it anymore, it's like, oh, hey, there's one here, and there's one here, and also over here, did you know there was one here? And it's like, could you not have shown me this earlier? Okay, so I'm feeling a little underprepared right now because we didn't bring torches, we didn't bring blocks, so we're gonna have to build, like dig up this way rather than building up. This is sort of a bit of a spontaneous adventure that we've gone on. Like, we just grabbed some stuff and we went, and yeah, I think the sun's going down. Let's try to figure out where we are. Okay, our Z coordinate is negative now. So this way, is new territory. This way is back toward where we came. We've got to remember, actually, screenshot our coordinates here so we know where the nether portal is. That skeleton over there just despawned. So I guess if we want new land, we go this way. The only problem is going to be, I think we have to travel that far, like 700 kilometers, completely through the nether. We can't go in and out of nether portals. We have to go in the portal to the nether and then come out a portal back into the overworld 7,000 kilometers or further away. So I guess this might not work out that well. What we probably should do is, like, this is cool to see how far we've gone. We might need to keep going through the nether for now. Honestly, I'm a little less scared of the nether right now than I am of the overworld, because it's rainy and dark out in there. But this is sort of cool that we found this. I'm trying to, like, I'm debating heading back just to our house. Now that we've seen this, and we know, like, this could be one end. Because it's going to be hard to go further here. But this can be one end of our, like, portal thing. And then the other one is just going to have to be, like, almost 1,000 blocks away in the nether. So this is negative 44. I suppose we could use, like, a strider, maybe. That could work. We've ridden striders before, but also it could be very scary and dangerous to do so if we don't do it properly. Like, what if our, like, warped fungus on a stick breaks? And then we're just stranded in the middle of the lava. Like, that would not be a good scenario in the slightest. Okay, but, like, that was, like, negative 40-something for the x-coordinate, and we have to keep... or the z-coordinate. It was the z, right? Yeah, I believe it was the z. And we have to realize we're also traveling the x direction as well, so if it uses Pythagorean distance, which it probably does, because that's just, you know, accurate distance, then, you know, we don't have to go 1,000 in the z direction, we can just go 1,000 total. So traveling in the x direction also contributes. Why do we go this way? This just feels like the dangerous way. Uh-oh. I don't like that sound. Oh no. Oh, that's scary. Go. Okay, we're back here. And at this point, if we want to go further this way, it's going to have to be, oh geez, on a strider. Like, the problem is going to be, like, finding 2 blocks, or, like, 2 locations in the nether that are 1,000, like, almost 1,000 blocks apart, and it's possible to traverse from one of them to the other completely through the nether without going through, like, overworld shortcuts. I mean, like, we could go this way. We're approaching our, like, half-hour limit, but, like, this is something we could do. Also, something I was sort of unaware of, but apparently it's a thing, is that if you shoot an arrow at a ghast fireball, when it hits it, it will deflect in the direction that you're looking, rather than in the direction the arrow was traveling. I don't like this, buddy. Could you leave us alone, please? There we go. Oh, yeah, wait, I remember. Didn't we put a portal? Like, we followed this, Soul Sand Valley, like, all the way to the end, and we put a portal there, and it led into a cave somewhere. I remember that. I was thinking of that portal, but I couldn't remember where it was. I remember now. Like, I remember that it led to a cave somewhere. He just despawned on us, didn't he? How rude. How rude indeed. But I don't think that one's gonna be, like, 1,000 blocks away from the other one we built, but at least it could be a start, maybe? I really don't want to bridge across the lava. It seems like a terrible idea, but, like, it is an idea. It's just one I'm going to try not to think about for now because it's, well, scary. Okay, and we've got a skeleton over there, as well as a ghast. Oh, and the ghast already sees us. Excellent. There's no way that's going to hit you. Yeah, you're too far away. You're far enough away that you're probably going to despawn soon. Which, that would be nice, at least. Like, by the time... Like, we're gonna miss our arrows anyway because you're moving. Like, please. Stop attacking us. Oh, I really hope I didn't just hit, like, a piglin or something there. That would be really bad. That's gonna hurt. Or not. Maybe not. Aha, gotcha. Oh, gosh. Okay, so, down here, I actually don't recognize this landscape. I don't remember where that portal was that we put. Somewhere. Oh, that's why we're so slow. We need to eat. How could I forget to eat? Oh, there it is. I see it. The portal. The portal of... I don't know. Something dramatic. Portal of destiny. Portal of despair. Portal of, like, salvation. I don't know. Something dramatic and maybe slightly ominous. Because I'm sure it's not going to be far enough. Wow, that got rid of that skeleton in one arrow. Oh, okay, I missed. And I missed again. Mainly just need these skeletons out of our way. So, like... Oh, wait, did he drop he dropped his enchanted bow. I'd like to see what that has on it, but, like, at a later time. Okay. What are our coordinates? Like, 400... So maybe, like, 400 blocks away? That's not awful, but it's also definitely not far enough. So... Yeah, I was right. It does lead into a cave. Why is there so much netherrack here? Oh yeah, didn't we dig... we dug up to the surface, didn't we? I think so. And also, did we find some diamonds in here? I believe maybe we did? I don't remember. It was a while ago. But, here in the overworld, I guess. Our x-coordinate is very large. Our z-coordinate is mostly unchanged, which I suppose is to be expected. And of course, we definitely did not go far enough. I suppose I probably should check my screenshots, like, in between recordings. Because I don't remember if we could check the coordinates of this portal in the Nether and the coordinates of that other portal that we built that led to that jungle in the Nether and see how far apart we are. Or how apart they are. We can tell. I wonder if we could go, like, traverse across the Nether fortress, get to the other side, and travel, and maybe that would be far enough. I don't know, but either way, I think we'll have to find out in the next episode of our Adventurous Minecraft Adventures. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and comment your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the crazy new bastion and nether fortress we found? Do you have any tips for traversing the nether and getting, like, basically 1,000 blocks apart in the nether to get this achievement? Advancement, sorry. Do you have any tips for getting this advancement? Please let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts, because they would be very helpful. But also, the playlist is on the screen right now if you want to see past or future episodes, and I highly recommend checking out. They've been a lot of fun. We've done so many cool things and gotten lots of advancements, and we're going to be getting all of them in the series, so make sure to stay tuned. With that being said, please do consider subscribing to see more videos if you got this far in the video and enjoyed it. I would really appreciate it. Would help the channel a lot, and you'd be able to see our other series and get notified when new videos come out. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Farewell! And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. There we go.